what is coming toward us so quickly as the entire landscape of our business is changing.
You either have it or you don't, and that's what employers are looking for.
If you're not reading something every day to kind of tell you what's going on in the business, then you're going to fall behind, because that's how fast it changes.
What a long, strange trip it's been.
And they all said, do I need to know how to do internet coming out of school? And I don't know that you need to know it coming out of school, but you better be adaptable and be prepared to learn it. Reporting or producing now is not reporting or producing for a television station. You've got to think about it multi-platform. Where are we going 5 years, 10 years from now? Reporting is not just going to be, putting a story on the box in somebody's living room. It's going to be putting it on their computer or on their cell phone. And the people who can do that and are going to be adaptable to making that change are people who are going to really succeed in our business.
If you're not easily adaptable to change, you should go into another line of work. I think it's important that you know that that especially now, there's going to be more change. I mean, you've read this probably, and it happens to be true, but there probably will be more change over the next 5 or 10 years in our business than there was pretty much in the first 50.
There's going to be technology that will be equally as antiquated then that you'll look back on and say, wow, all we had was, streaming video, whatever. And the point is that the technology that you have to work with in front of you, it's important to learn what you have to work with now, but that is not the most important thing. The technology is going to change. You should, learn to use Photoshop, or you learn to use Quark Express, or learn to use whatever programs are out there that you need to do your work. But those are merely technical things. What you really need to do more than anything else, and I think that my main preparation for the business I'm in, is that I learned how to think, and I learned how to understand.
And I think that's one of the big things that the internet helps provide is when you're on TV, you're talking to your audience, giving them, what you think they need to know, and generally doing a good job of that, hopefully. But on the internet, you can actually get some feedback back from people too, and you can have them take some ownership of the site as well, and some ownership of the news coverage. And it's we're still kind of feeling out the ways to do that, and the ways to give people what they want and let people take what they want too.
In the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to start seeing the internet converge with cable and broadcast, and television will be available as this is webcast. It's a perfect example. Is going to be they're going to be niche-based television channels with a Macintosh computer and a mini DV camera. Any one of you that are sitting in this audience can change the world.
You see how this industry has changed just in the short time that you've been studying it. Technology has changed. Well, how do you grow with that? And that's been the most fun and exciting part of it is, okay, 5 years ago, this was our focus. Now, today, we've got so many different challenges, and to me, that's more exciting. Not, oh my gosh, I got to get out of this because, where's it going to be? Well, it's more like, okay, how are we going to make it better?
I love my job, and I think that's one thing is that you have to have passion for what you do. This industry is changing, and when I say it's changing, it is changing rapidly. Things that weren't going on when I first started, or at least when I was in a small market. I used to one-man band, they call it OMB. That's now starting out. We've got a station here that has started doing that. Other stations across the country are doing it. Things are changing, and you have to be able to change with those things.
One thing I want to recommend, if you go to our site, which is www.natb.org, there is a place where you can sign up for the Daily Lead, L-E-A-D. It's free. And what it is a free daily newspaper. It's a compendium of all of the, we go through all of the sources that are doing communications news on the course of a day, and we kind of distill it and aggregate it and put it out on a daily basis. On the East Coast here, it would come out about 1 o'clock. But that's something that if you're not reading something every day to kind of tell you what's going on in the business, then you're going to fall behind, because that's how fast it changes.